Hello everybody, my name is Lena and welcome back to this new angle. I know that it's been a while, but life was really busy this month, so I wasn't really physically able to record absolutely anything, but yeah, we're back, we're relaxed, just recording some beautiful things about books. Also, there are some changes coming to this channel actually, but they will be here after my favorite TBR, my January wrap-up and my book haul. But yeah, after that, you'll see. So first of all, just let me show you the books that I'm going to read in February. The first one that I have here is Ballard by John Wynne. This is the second book in the Faithful and the Fallen. Hello, cat. I don't even remember what I was saying, but this is the second book in the Faithful and the Fallen series, and I loved the first one when I read it in December or November or something like that. So I've been really excited to keep going with this series, so February is going to be the month when I do it. Basically, in this one, we have a world that was inhabited by giants. Humans came and basically destroyed everything, and now giants are kind of coming back and rising again. We have this prophecy that we will have two champions. One will be the champion for good, and one will be the champion for evil. That's sort of the plot in the first one. Malice was just such a good book. Look at me, displaying my books on the shelf. Then we have here The Way of Kings, Part 1 and Part 2 by Brandon Sanderson. This is the first installment in the Stormlight archive, and man, I've been wanting to read this for so long. This is basically the only series that I was interested on by Brandon Sanderson, but because I am a monster, I needed to read all of his previous works before this, so it's time. I'm so excited. And the other day I found out that in this book we have these people that were sworn to protect humanity from these creatures from the void, and while they are fighting, they are alive and, you know, winning battles and such, but when they die or the battle, the war is basically over, they have to return to this awful place that is basically a purgatory and stay there into the next great war. And man, that sounds epic. And also they have this kind of great, incredible swords that at the beginning of the book they basically abandon humanity and they leave their magical epic swords behind for humanity to use. This sounds so cool, and it reminds me so badly like to anime or something like that, but yeah, I'm so excited. Next we have here some sci-fi. This is The Body Snatchers by Jack Finney. I love the movie. The invasion, in Spanish is called La Invasión de los Ladrones de Cuerpos, but I don't know if in English it's the same title or not. But either way, I loved the movie when I was a child, so I bought it and I want to read it because I want to compare it to the movie and see if the movie is actually true to the source material. So yeah, this is basically a book about an alien invasion where they take people's bodies in this small town in the US. It's a quick read. I mean, come on. Then we have here a self-published book. This is The Sword of Kagan by ML1. I think this one is a prequel to this other series, but I'm not 100% sure. But I've been wanting to read this book for so long. I've owned it since the first day that it came out, well, the Kindle version, but I've only heard praise about this book and it gets me so excited to start it. So yeah, the only thing that I know is that we follow this mother and her son, and she basically was a warrior from another land, but now she has to be this mom, but she has these other secrets, and son is basically scared because he might have to go to war, and we have this awful war going on between the whole realm. I think that it's going to be great, and for I understand, it's quite dark, and that makes me really excited. I don't really know if I'm going to be able to read this, but why don't throw it out here. This is The Fires of Haven by Robert Durden. This is the 5th book in the Wheel of Time, and I've been loving the Wheel of Time. I'm so grateful to Daniel Green to make me read this 14th book long series, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I think that it's already in my favorite series of all time, and I'm just so excited to keep going that I think that I might push through and read it this month. I'm so tired of keep giving the same summary for the Wheel of Time that if you want to know more, you should really check Daniel Green's channel, please. Oh my god, it looks so cool. Then I have here this YA fantasy. This is The Bone Witch by Rin Chupeco, and I've owned this for forever, so it's basically time to get it off my TBR. And the 3rd one just came out on paperback, so maybe it's time to read. Hi again. The only thing that I remember about this is that it has necromancy. The main character, I think, is trying to resurrect her brother. I think it's that, but I might be completely wrong. Then we have here another self-published book. This is They Mostly Come Out at Night by Benedict Patrick, and this book sounds so cool. This is the 1st book in the Jan's world? I think it is, but basically all of the novels in this world are standalones, so you can start with whatever book you want. But I found the 1st one the most intriguing. It's basically we follow Ronan. He's hiding from the monsters that came out at night, and while he dreams, he's connecting with the prince of this realm. I think it was something like that, and I don't know. I love novels with monsters or demons or something like that are around the world. And can we take a minute to appreciate this great cover, please? Then we have here 7 Blades in Black by Sam Sykes, and I'm obsessed with Sam Sykes. What better way to keep with my obsession than reading his books? None at all. But yeah, the only thing that I know about this one is that it's a tale of revenge. We follow Sal the Cacophony on her path for vengeance because they stole her powers or something like that, something along those lines. It's a really thick boy, but I think we will manage. Why not? Then another one that I don't think that I'm going to have time to read, but why not? This is Grey Sister by Mark Lawrence. This is the 2nd book in the Book of the Ancestors trilogy, and I love Red Sister. I thought that Nana was such a great main character, and I'm so attached to all the nuns that I need to keep going, and I really want to finish this trilogy before the new trilogy set in this same world comes out. So in Red Sister, the 1st book of this series, we basically follow Nona. She's recruited for this convent of Sweet Mercy to become magical assassin nun. That's it. Then I would really like to read this month Starsight by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 2nd book in this Skyward series. I don't know if it's called something else actually. No idea. But yeah, I read the 1st book last year, in January I think, and I wasn't completely sold on it. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't one of my favorites. But I'm having great expectations for this one. I don't know why. In the 1st book of the series, Skyward, we follow Spencer. She basically lives with what's left of humanity in this planet that is basically being attacked constantly by aliens. She's trying to become a pilot so she can find out what really happened to her father. The premise is so good, and the twist at the end of the 1st one was really cool, I have to say. So I'm intrigued. So why not keep going? I haven't uploaded yet, but I have this challenge for 2020 that I really want to reread all my favorite books. Well, not all of them, but basically my childhood kind of favorites or books that I haven't read in a while. So last month I read The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle again, and it was such a good reread. Oh my god. So this month I really like to either read Percy Jackson, the whole series, because I love Percy Jackson, and I have only reread it like 2 times, and when I was a teenager, so I think it's time to give it a shot. Or rereading Sufficiently Advanced Magic by Andrew Rowe, because this book is fantastic and you should really read it. I think that I'm going to read Sufficiently Advanced Magic because my boyfriend is also reading it, so we might buddy read it. In Sufficiently Advanced Magic, we have this world with all these towers that have been put there by their goddess, and it's kind of an initiation that you have to enter the tower and get out, so you will win an atonement and that will grant you more power. We basically follow Corin. His brother entered the tower and never came out, so he wants to be an explorer of the tower and basically find him. And oh my god, it's so cool. This book is so good. It actually has a magical school setting if you're into that, and it's so cool and it reminds me so badly like to video games. But yeah, those were basically all the books that I'm going to read this month. Well, try to read this month. But yeah, I'm really excited to the changes are coming, but you know, first we have to get this out of the way. So I really hope you enjoy this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.